Japan's new Defense of Japan 2025 white paper is out, and once again it frames China as the main threat to regional peace. But behind the buzzwords and strategic jargon lies a familiar agenda: expanding Japan's military power and deepening its alliance with the United States. The report brands China as the greatest strategic challenge, justifying higher defense spending, now 2% of GDP, and greater coordination with so-called like-minded countries. But what's really behind the fear-mongering? Let's unpack it. The paper criticizes China's rising defense budget, conveniently ignoring that China spends under 1.5% of its GDP on defense, below the global average of 2.4%. Japan, meanwhile, is pushing past decades of post-war restraint. On Taiwan, Japan claims to support peace and stability, while actively interfering in China's internal affairs. PLA drills in the Taiwan Straits have been a measured response to separatist provocations, not threats to Japan. The South China Sea? Again, Japan points fingers without specifics. In reality, China continues to work with ASEAN countries on a peaceful code of conduct, far from the picture of unilateral aggression Japan suggests. The report also criticizes growing China-Russia defense ties, even as Japan posts tens of thousands of US troops and allows ever deeper integration with US military operations. And then there's the Senkaku Islands, called the Diaoyudao in China, which Japan claims were trespassed by Chinese aircraft. But the islands were seized by Japan in 1895, and their sovereignty remains disputed. It's Japan, in fact, that's repeatedly violated Chinese airspace and maritime boundaries. Beyond these accusations lies a deeper issue: Japan's refusal to reckon with its own wartime past. History textbooks whitewash atrocities. Officials still visit the Yasukuni Shrine, which honors Class A war criminals. And in 2017, Japanese schools were even caught using Mein Kampf as educational material. Japan's narrative of victimhood and strategic anxiety isn't about peace. It's about remilitarization under the US umbrella. But true peace in Asia won't come from military build-ups or historical amnesia. It requires recognition, reconciliation, and a willingness to live with neighbors on equal footing.